Hi, and welcome to my video on Oculus Rift technology. For those of you that don't know, Oculus Rift is a cool new emerging technology that involves a headpiece, kind of like goggles, that users wear on their head, and it basically is an extreme form of virtual reality, so it brings things that are virtual to life for the users, and it's actually really cool in simulation and gaming, and it's a really big deal right now. We're going to start by going into the background information and a little bit of the history. Oculus Rift technology got its start in a garage in 2009 when a guy named Palmer Luckey just kind of was experimenting with engineering things in his house and came up with this really cool technology. And he had a head-mounted display, which was kind of what they had around the time that was similar to Oculus Rift, but it was never as intense and as integrated as Oculus Rift came to be. The first prototype that came out from Oculus was Rift. It was the very first prototype that ever existed of Oculus Rift, and it was the most expensive, so it really deterred a lot of people from buying it initially. But in spring of 2014, Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, purchased Oculus Rift and is now pioneering his way through Oculus Rift. How? We don't know, but there seems to be a plan for a consumer model to come out soon, hopefully in the beginning of 2015, and it's making a lot of tech junkies really excited. In the meantime, a lot of developers are purchasing development kits so they can start working on games, simulations, and other really intensive programs to run on the Oculus Rift. Overall, the Oculus Rift technology seems to be really beneficial for the tech industry because it'll really benefit teleconferencing, gaming, and education, because people will be able to use it to simulate like real scenarios and that kind of thing. So hopefully it'll be used for good things and not evil things. A lot of testers have experienced motion sickness and nausea while using it, and of course right now it's not really meant to be something you stand up and put on, but slowly it's getting better as they're coming out with more body-sensitive versions. Although society seems pretty into this Oculus Rift technology, some people are a little afraid because of what some developers are doing. For example, one developer made a 3D sex simulator where it simulated touching a woman's breast, which of course isn't good. It trivializes sexual harassment a little bit, and it's just a blatant misuse of the technology, but in moving forward, it's something that's kind of expected because the sex industry is so huge. In terms of competition, Oculus actually does have a lot of competition with Sony in their Project Morpheus prototype, kind of along the same vein as Oculus Rift's virtual reality technology, but Sony, being the huge company that it is, of course, could potentially squash Oculus, though Oculus does seem to have a little bit more intrigue to technology buffs like myself, but a lot of the public seems to be latching on to Sony's ideas very quickly, but hopefully this will create some very good competition and will hopefully encourage more companies to be involved in virtual technologies. In the end, I think that Oculus Rift technology is really cool, and I can't wait to see where it goes, and I hope that someday I'll be able to get my hands on an Oculus Rift headset, but for now I'll have to wait. Thank you for watching. I'll include a works cited down in the bottom bar for my paper, and I hope that you enjoyed.